Morning, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a little different than my normal photography ones. I just wanted to share a quick story about the time I met Jimmy Buffett. I'm sure by now most of you know that unfortunately Jimmy passed away recently. I woke up this morning and I saw it on the internet, so I thought I'd make a quick video about the time I met Jimmy. It was, I think, about 15 years ago, 16 years ago maybe. And at that time, my daughter and son, who are twins, were in 5th grade. And they would play they went to a little small Christian school. And they would play a couple other schools their size on their backfield in these little softball games. And I would normally go to all their games, as many as I could anyway. I went to most of them, but this one particular game I missed in this one particular harbor. But this one particular game I missed, I was home. I had the cold or flu or something. I couldn't go to the game. And my wife came home later that day after the game. She says, "Oh, you missed it." I said, "What's that?" She said, "There was this guitar player at the game. And people say that, that he's famous for playing guitar, and his name is Jimmy Buffett or something like that." So I immediately just laughed. I said, "No, come on. Jimmy Buffett was at the kids' softball game today?" And she said, "Yeah, that's it, Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, he was there. I told him, that you would be upset that you missed him because you play guitar too, and you'd want to talk to him about playing guitar." And I said, "You talked to Jimmy Buffett about playing guitar?" She said, "Yeah, I told him all about you. He said he'll be here next week, the next game. If you're feeling better, come over and say hello." And of course, I immediately, "Okay, Jimmy Buffett says he wants to meet me next week and talk about playing guitar." She says, "Yeah, I'm telling you, it's true." Okay, whatever. I'm still a little quizzical and wondering if this could be true or not. So the next week comes, and I go to the game. Game starts, no Jimmy. And, obviously my wife has no control over whether Jimmy Buffett shows up into the game or not. About 10 minutes into the game, sure enough, here comes this, I think it was a beat up Range Rover, if I remember correctly. Here comes Jimmy, exactly as you'd picture him. And he's got a cooler and he's got a little chair to sit in, because it's they're playing on this little small dirt field, and there can't be more than 10 people there watching this game. A couple of parents, It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon maybe, even though it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and after school, and he pulls up his chair, and I don't want to bother him. He's there watching his kids. I come to find out the reason he's there, he has a boy and a girl twin the same age as mine. And they're easy to spot because they have Buffett on the back of their shirts, right? Of course they do. So game's over, and he's about ready to leave, and I go up to him and say hello, and he's exactly as you would picture Jimmy Buffett, smiling, happy, and "How you doing? Nice to meet you." And we chatted for a while. He started telling me about the book he had either just finished writing or was writing, and the Broadway play he was doing, and his I think it was the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday tour he was about ready to venture out on. And I think we even talked about he was going to get into the restaurant business or something. I mean, he had his fingers into everything, and he told me all about it. Very polite, very nice. I had brought a CD with me just in case Jimmy Buffett really did show up. I asked him to sign the CD, and of course he did. And that was it. That was my meeting with Jimmy. He did come to a couple other games. I did see him a couple other times. I didn't really bother him, just kind of waved and said hello. Here in South Florida, you do tend to see entertainers like that, or especially former or current athletes. There's a lot of them that live around here. So you see him. I see him not every time, obviously, but I did see him quite often over the years, different athletes, Dan Marino and Jack Nicklaus, and Joe Namath. There are countless athletes, former athletes that I've seen at different ball games down here. But Jimmy was the one that I had a chance to speak with for a while, and so it was sad news when I read of his passing. I guess it shouldn't have been totally unexpected since he had canceled his tour and they said he had been in the hospital. But it's still a shock when you read something like that. So I thought I would just do a quick video on the time I got to meet Jimmy Buffett and say that he was exactly as you would picture him. So thanks for the meeting, Jimmy, and sail on, sailor.